To be honest, I never even really thought about this before I heard some neurotypics rant about it. So the inspiration for today's video came from pretty much all over the internet, because it seems like you can find more and more articles and videos online titled something like 10 things all children with autism want you to know, and number one of those is always the same. I am not an autistic child. I am a child that has autism. And I'm not even going to start talking about how stupid that sounds. Just like the sound of it, it's like, ew. But this is not the topic of today's video. It seems to be considered rude to use the term autistic, but why exactly is that? According to the people who write that stuff, autism should be considered just a small aspect that happens to accompany a person, and instead of a major attribute to a person's personality. She's that tall girl. And if you're saying that somebody is autistic, apparently you're saying that this defines them as a person and that they are nothing more than their autism. The fuck? I mean, if I'm out with a friend and, we're trying to meet one of her friends, which I have never met, and I'm like, is she one of those people over there? And my friend's like, yeah, she's the blonde one. That pretty one over there. Do any of those seem offensive to you? Do you think it would be more appropriate to say, she is the one that has blonde hair, she is the one that is tall, she is the one that is pretty? No? Why not? Right, because those are either positive or neutral things to say about a person. So why is it bad or offensive to say that someone is autistic? Is autistic a bad thing? Has this word become an insult now? Congratulations, society! You have successfully taken a step backwards in the process of awareness raising. I am proud of you. So now, let's take a look at the term having autism. What else can you have? The flu? A broken arm? A common cold? I mean, you can't really say somebody is influenza-ed or broken-armed. So, what are you saying, people? Is autism something that has to be cured now? Do we need to have this conversation again? By saying that we are not autistic but have autism, you are saying that autism is kind of an illness. Which it isn't. It's not something we have to find a cure for. It's not something that has to be treated medically. It's not something that has to be fixed. Also, you're saying that we shouldn't say someone's autistic because that means the autism is defining their character. Well, it kind of is if you think about it. Autism is not a wee little thing on the side like that birthmark you might have on your shoulder. If it wasn't a big thing, it wouldn't be considered a disorder. And also, if you've been here for a bit longer, you may or may not have heard already that I don't really like to think of autism as such. I consider it a part of me, a part of my character, so yeah, I am autistic. I do not have autism. I mean, my autism is me. I may not be my autism, but my autism is me. It's a part of me. For example, would you say Mary is a nice girl? Or would you say Mary is a girl that is nice? Same thing, basically, if you ask me. And that is why I am autistic. And yeah, that word is capitalized. Why, you ask? Well, of course you can use the word autistic as an adjective and write it with a lowercase a. And that's perfectly right and correct and everything. But I like to think of us autistics as some kind of a community that you have, some kind of a safe place, because everybody is just as big of a weirdo as you are. I use it as a collective identity thingy, and I capitalize it. When I first got my diagnosis, I was happy to be able to read stuff written about autism by autistics. And this kind of autistic community was so much better than just the mere diagnosis of autism. And I'm so thankful that I had that I will always be capitalizing it. And that's about it for today's video. You guys can call me whatever the fuck you want. A person with autism, an autistic person, a capitalized autistic person, a dickhead. Wait, no. What I'm saying is that no matter which term you use, there are always going to be some neurotypic people that are going to judge you for it. So just say whatever floats your boat. Bye! So this is the end card again. Yay, don't we love our end cards? Yay! Okay, I really don't know what to say. Yeah, as always, you can, like, follow me on Twitter and stuff, or Instagram, or, like, contact me on Snapchat and Kik, and, like, why do I say all of this stuff? You can read, can't you? Well, then I guess there are people that can't read. But it's, like, all on the screen, and if you're watching this on a computer, just click on the icon, and that should be fine, because, like, you should be able to do this. I mean, you were able to click on this video, after all. So, yeah, I will see you there. And if you're like, no, I'm not gonna do that, I'm just gonna see you next Saturday. Bye!